Today, I'm going to share my college essay that got me into the Elliott School of International Affairs at the George Washington University. A quick summary of what the Common App essay does is to let the admission counselor to know who you are as a person, and by using your essay, they can know your personality more than just your SAT score or GPA. Couple tips that can help you generalize your essay is start earlier. I start my essay right around July, and it took me at least 3 months or more to make small changes on my essay, and just sometimes I have to change the whole paragraph because doesn't make sense. Writing an essay by all means is make a lot of changes. And my second tip is have people commented. When I was finished writing my essay, I actually had a high school teacher who looked through my paper and make a lot of revision. And my third tip is being you. Being you is very important. You have to be true to your story. You don't have to write a fancy paper with a lot of fancy vocabularies to show your English skill. All you have to do just be yourself and be genuine. I started my interest on photography in my junior years in high school, and over the summer, I was lucky enough to go on a National Geographic trip to Yellowstone National Park. The trip was meant to be a great opportunity for everyone to improve their photography skill, but something terribly happened in the trip. It made me think a lot after the trip was over. Eventually, I decided to write about this event in my college essay. Before reading through my essay, for privacy reasons and protecting the victim, all the names that I mentioned in the essay have been changed. Walking down the street in Bozeman, Montana this summer with a group of student photographers, I heard walking behind me several loud, seemingly intoxicated 20-year-old men. All of a sudden, with no warning, one of the guys grabbed Amy from behind. He and his friends began to laugh most menacingly. He did not hold her long, but after swinging Amy around, he threw her aside. Before we could even react, the perpetrator had vanished into the darkness. Since Amy had been violated, we decided to take revenge, but the perpetrator were nowhere to be seen. While other girls were comforting Amy, I joke about how I will use Chinese Kung Fu to beat that guy. I thought saying something funny would help Amy feel better. No one found my joke funny. The entire scene was full of girls whispering to girls, and anguish engulfed us. I realized then the seriousness of the hurt. I keep asking myself, why didn't I intervene while it was happening? I had always expected myself to be someone who could bring a sense of security. Why didn't I react immediately? On the flight back from Bozeman to Boston, scenes from Yellowstone click in my mind. I smile and laugh out loud, reminiscing about the good time with other student photographers. But suddenly, my smile vanished. I wonder how Amy feels at this moment on her flight. Sadly, we're living in a society where it's okay to do certain things to a girl when it's not, said my friend Sarah, a young student photographer who had once been pulled by a guy off a sidewalk, then pinned against a wall. She was from a town between Oakland and San Francisco, California, in which sexual harassment happened a lot. The night when a random guy on the street grabbed Amy, she reacted first and reminded us the guy's action was unacceptable and advised us to chase him. In comparison to the support I saw that night from the girls comforting one another, the responses from the guys varied. One said he never thought about how huge the impact could be. Another argued the majority of incidents were not real and claimed that many reported incidents were exaggerated. Why such differences in response? Why can't everyone see that sexual harassment is a serious crime? It starts younger than you think, said Kobana, a popular filmmaker on YouTube. He shared a short 6-minute video called Sexual Harassment PSA that revealed how a group of boys sexually harassed a teenage girl. Kobana attributed the lack of well-developed sex education as the main reason. People think it's okay to do things to another person as long as the person is not physically damaged. I attended a public school where I never received any sex education. No wonder many people do not understand how sexual violence can hugely impact a victim's life. The truth is, a person can live with that anguish for a long time and never forget that ugly and painful moment. Sarah reacted faster than most of us on the night because she had experienced something much more horrible, and it brought back her painful memory. She never shared this with her parents, only with her best friends. Many schools do not have a curriculum to help students understand and deal with the trauma that stems from sexual harassment. As a result, a victim like Sarah does not even have the confidence and courage to speak to her parents. In college, I would like to raise awareness of sexual harassment and its impact on the victims by hosting talks and discussions so that my fellow students, perhaps even faculty members, will embrace a zero-tolerance attitude, regardless of where and when such act occurs. Make no mistake, sexual harassment is a violent behavior with a terrible consequence to us all. I had 644 words for my essay, and for the purpose of this video, I don't really want to rant into the discussion of sexual violence, but I hope by sharing my essay to you guys, it will be helpful for some people who are in the admission process, or just like to get to know me a little bit more. That's it for the end of the video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to leave a like. Peace.